What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be breaking down every single hero in Overwatch 1. Now we have Overwatch 2 coming in just a couple of days, and some of you might just want a brief little overview if you haven't played Overwatch of the heroes. I know Overwatch 2 will do a good job of introducing them and teaching you how to play them as they onboard new players, but I thought I'd give you guys a little head start. And today we're going to break down the support class. So the supports do just about what it sounds like. They're your healers. We're going to break down each one at a time. We're going to start with Ana, the grandma of Overwatch. So her biotic rifle, her primary, long-range rifle that heals allies and damages enemies, and you can hold and zoom in. Her ultimate is Nano Boost, increase in allies damage while reducing damage taken. She has a sleep dart, fires a dart and puts an enemy to sleep. A biotic grenade, throws a grenade that heals and increases healing on allies while damaging and preventing healing on enemies. So we'll see it in action. So here, this is a rifle. Does damage, and then here I'll show you healing. So my bot is injured. There's no change in the gun or how you shoot it. You shoot it at a friendly, it'll heal. You shoot it at an enemy, it'll do damage. And here she has her sleep dart. Just instantly puts them to sleep. Puts any enemy to sleep that you hit. And then she has her biotic grenade. So both of my teammates are low, so I'll heal them up with that. Bionade heals. On the enemies, it does a little more than just damage. When the enemy is damaged with a biotic grenade, they become purple and they cannot receive healing during that time. So it is a pretty nice ability to use against the enemy. And for her nano boost, I'll throw it on an ally, gets extra health, and he will do extra damage. So his damage is increased right now. He'll also, any damage that he takes will be less damage towards him. And that is the basic of Ana. Next we have Baptiste. He has the biotic launcher, shoots a 3-round burst gun, or lobs a healing projectile that heals all allies near the impact. His ultimate is the amplification matrix. Projects a matrix that doubles the damage and healing effects of allied projectiles. Regenerate burst, activate to heal yourself and nearby enemies over time. The immortality field, toss a device that prevents allies from dying. The device can be destroyed. And he has a passive of exo boots, which hold crouch to jump higher. So we'll start with his primaries. Just a burst rifle. Does pretty good damage, honestly. And then his primary heals is little lob grenades that you can shoot at your allies. Next, he has his health field. It will heal me and anyone right close to me. Next is his immortality field. Let me show you. I'll wait till my teammates get pretty low. And I'll throw this, and then they can't die. They can still get damaged, but they will not fall below that little thing. It lasts for a little bit, and then they can also break it during that time. His passive is the Exo Boost Jump. Pretty nice to get high ground with. And then his ultimate is the field. I'll put this right in front of this guy. And he will do extra damage through that, or extra. I can do extra healing through it also. And that's the basics of Baptiste. Next we have Brig. So her primary is a rocket flail melee weapon with extended range. Her ultimate is rally, move faster, and provide armor to nearby enemies. She has repair packs, heals an ally for a short duration. The whip shot, launch your flail toward an enemy. Whip shot, launch your flail forward to knock an enemy away from you. Barrier shield, hold to deploy a frontal energy barrier. Shield bash, available when barrier shield is deployed. Dash forward to knock back into an enemy. And she has a passive inspire, striking enemies with your flail heals nearby enemies. So her primary is just a melee, doesn't do healing, just does damage. And then her main healing is throwing the little packs on your team that will stick with them and do them healing over time. They eventually will go away. She also has this flail, does good damage. And then she has her shield, which will block a certain amount of damage. And then she can also bash and stun. And her ultimate rally, it will heal people in this little area for 10 seconds. And that is the basics of Brig. Lucio. Sonic amplifier, sonic projectile launcher. His ultimate is the Sound Barrier, create temporary shields for nearby enemies. He has Crossfade, switches between two songs, healing boost, heals nearby enemies, and speed boost makes nearby enemies move faster. He has Amp It Up, increase the effectiveness of your current song. Sound Wave, create a short range burst wave to knock enemies away from you, and his passive, he can wall ride. So here's his primary fire, damages enemies. And then you can see a little circle outline as he's going. It's green right now, which means anyone in that circle will get a speed boost along with me. And then I can switch it to heal, and then anyone in the circle will receive healing. And then to make it stronger, I can turn that on. It makes me faster or have more healing for that short amount of time. And then he has the boop. Will boop opponents away. He also has the wall climb. Climb on walls. It's nice for taking high ground and just moving quickly throughout the map. You can boot people off the edge, which is pretty fun with Lucio. Alright, and then his ultimate just gives a bunch of shield health to allies for a short period of time. That will dwindle over time. And that is the basics of Lucio. Next we have Mercy. Her primary you can hold to heal an ally or hold to increase damage of an ally. She also has a blaster. That's just an automatic weapon. Her ultimate is Valkyrie. Gain the ability to fly. Abilities are enhanced for your allies. Guardian Angel, fly toward an ally. Resurrect, revive a dead teammate. Angelic Descent, fall very slowly. And passive, regen, automatically heal over time. Alright, so here we can see her primary is just this heals, is my left click, and then right click is damage boosting. So he'll do more damage when I hold that on him. This ability lets me fly over toward my teammates. If my teammates die, I have the ability to resurrect them with this ability. And then we saw Angelic Descent. She basically can just glide down as opposed to falling quickly. And then her ultimate lets her fly, and then it will boost your allies as well. And those are the basics for Mercy. Next we have Moira. Her Biotic Grasp, you can hold to heal all allies in front of you, consumes biotic energy. Long range beam weapon, damage dealt, heals you, and replenishes your biotic energy. Her ultimate is Coalescence, fire beam that heals allies and damages enemies. Biotic Orb, launch a bouncing sphere that either heals nearby enemies or damages nearby allies or damages nearby enemies. Fade, disappear, move faster, and become invulnerable, but you cannot shoot. So here's the primary damage. This is her right click. And then her left click is a mist that you will run out of eventually. You won't run out of the damage, but you will run out of this. And the best way to replenish it is doing more damage. The more damage you do, the more healing you can have. She has her Fade, where she can move swiftly and avoid any damage during that time. She also has her 2 orbs that kind of work like her primaries, where one of them I can throw and it will be a healing orb. Or if I would like to, I can use it as a damage orb and it will damage. And then her ultimate will heal allies and damage enemies with the big old beam. And that is the basics of Moira. He has the Orb of Destruction, energy projectile weapon, charged to release more projectiles. His ultimate is Transcendence, become invulnerable, move faster, and heal nearby enemies. Allies. Why do I keep bringing enemies as allies? Orb of Discord, launch this orb at an enemy to increase the damage they take. Orb of Harmony, launch this orb at an ally to heal them. So here's Zen's primary, it's just a damage. And you can also hold down right click to launch multiple at once. Then he has his 2 orbs. One of them you throw as a healing orb, you can heal your teammates. And one of them you throw as a damage orb, and it will increase the damage of your allies that your allies do to them. And you can have both out at once. It doesn't have to be one or the other. And then his ultimate is Transcendence, heals, and I can move super fast with it. And that is all of these support characters. So I hope this was helpful for anyone that's excited to get into Overwatch 2. Hope it helps out a little bit. We will have the next video will be tank players, and then the last video will have DPS characters. And then after those 3 videos, we'll be ready to hop into Overwatch 2. So I hope you guys are excited as I am. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and it was helpful. If it was, leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe for more Overwatch content. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.